What up, QC crew? King Day is in the mother building.
Burn it up for so. JBRISKO, not know when it's up. Run that shit, we at all the show. Say that shit for your camera.
Warning. Everything said in this video and on this platform is strictly my opinion and all alleged. Here, we speak about hot topics on YouTube and other social media platforms for entertainment and conversational purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised.
What it do? It is your homie King Day here in King's Corner, and I am back with another reaction video for you. Now look, what up, y'all? So I know you guys have been waiting on part 2 of this crazy story time of a woman telling how her ex-fiance cheated on her with one woman and 6 men. Now y'all been waiting long enough, so I'm not gonna keep y'all waiting any longer. If you do not know what video I'm talking about, this is part 2 of. Please be sure to check out my last video, which is part 1. All right, then come back over here and check out part 2 with me. All right, look, I ain't gonna hold you. I never do. If you fuck with me like I fuck with you, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share. We're gonna get straight into this video. Let's get it. Let go.
We back. So now that we've backtracked a little bit, let's go back forward, right? So now we're past all the whole me finding out she was cheating on me with the bitch, me meeting the bitch. We look at this fucking crackhead, bro. Insane. I gotta get out of Clarksville. Gots to go. But we passed all that, right? So now we to the point where she was still with the I done moved on to somebody else, and now we back, you know. So like I was saying, now this is where this whole other female named Keisha comes into play.
Okay.
Right? And then this is also where my current girlfriend is going to start slowly but surely coming into play. But this video is actually going to show y'all why I started making these videos in the first place, because she went around and started telling people
What?
that I cheated on her with the girl that I'm with right now. That's insane.
Is it?
That's insane.
Is it?
So my plan was to just go ahead and give y'all a backstory on how we even got up to that point in the first place.
Okay, let go.
Right? So now this is everything that she did before I got with my girl. Okay, cool. So, at this point, I had an employee at my store. Her name was Keisha. We got cool. The bitch was coming and hanging out with us. Me and the bitch. We was going out. We was doing shit. Like, she was super fucking cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, now mind you, me and this girl, Gabby, we ain't locked in. It's no major shit. I was in a state of delusion from what she did to me, and then hopping into the shit that I hopped into right after that. I was in a state of delusion for me to still be even communicating with her at all, because I should have never started back communicating with her. That was my first mistake. But hey, everybody, you live and you learn.
Right.
So I'm in a state of delusion, like, bruh, if I can't get this girl off my mind and I can't stop thinking about her and I'm comparing everything that anyone else does to her, then that has to mean that I must really love this girl. So let me just go back and see if she can change. That was that was sort of the mindset that I was in at that time. So I said, fuck it, why not go back? And plus, I might as well go back to something that I already had compared to going and just letting somebody new, you know, that type of shit. So I was like, okay, yeah, cool. It makes sense to me, so I made it make sense. Simple. I made it make sense because I wanted to.
So saying you rather spin the block and double back than to catch a new body, basically.
So now,
Mind you, while you spinning the block, your fiance or ex-fiance done already been around the block. So you might as well have went and got you a new body, because your ex-fiance got 7. I'm just saying.
As I'm getting more at this point, there's some shit going on between me and some employees that I got at my store. Like, it was some shit going on, and shit got real hectic real fast up there at that motherfucking gas station. I ain't gonna lie. So, in the midst of this, like I said, I was a manager, so I was having call outs. If one of my employees call off,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't find another employee to cover it, I gotta get my ass up and go in there and cover that shit.
Right.
There's no questions asked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we was going through a lot of those type of situations, and like I said, this Keisha bitch, she was in between homes. She didn't have no car. She was in between homes. She had a fucking puppy, and that was it. Now, mind you, she was all right. She was a pretty girl. nice body. You know what I'm saying? She was super cute. Like, if me and her actually was real friends, it could have been it could have been a cool friendship, but it didn't work out that way. So, at this point, I got Keisha working at my store. I got this little young bitch named Anaya working at my store. I got this gay fat boy working at my store named Kentrell. I got him in some videos on my page. I just fuck his ass too. That's a whole nother story time with the friend group and this bitch and all this shit. So, I don't know what we were talking about one day.
That's why you don't make friends at work, because it ain't even worth it in the end. You done befriended someone that you working with, right? Y'all are buddy. And then when they don't do what they supposed to do, whatever they duties is at work or whatever the case may be, because you of higher position, you feel like, oh, we cool. You supposed to look out for me. You supposed to this and you supposed to that. And people don't care about the relationship that they built with you and being loyal to you when it comes to that job. That's why you don't mix business and pleasure. You don't work with family. Like, you got to set real boundaries. But the fact that she didn't even know these people, and then they came into the store, she hired them or whoever hired them, got them on the job, and then she befriended them, is even worse. Y'all be careful who y'all be friends with, because especially if you become cool with someone in a higher position, they think that the loyalty that you owe the friendship is the same loyalty you supposed to give to the job. So when you want to call off, you supposed to be thinking twice. Like, I can't do my friend like that. When you want to, say F this job, you supposed to be like, nah, I'ma stay because my friend. Man, people be expecting too much of you. Do not make friends at work. Please. Go to work, do your job, go home. Ain't no friend.
Put up on me at the gas station. I don't know what we were talking about, and she was saying she was cleaning her car out, but in the midst of her cleaning her car out, it was a little keychain. You know, like how people take those family pictures and they put them on a keychain and put in shit like that. It was a little keychain of her and that bitch and all her children in matching Christmas outfits taking Christmas pictures, and she was throwing it away from in her car. But I'm just looking at her like, damn, you up here taking pictures? You taking pictures with the bitch and her kids? The whole reason why you said you cheated on me in the first place was because I wasn't giving you enough sex. So you leave a woman with no kids, then you getting it 2, 3, 4 times a day for a woman with 3 children with disabilities.
Wait, hold on. I know I ain't hear that right. She, as in Gabby, broke up with Barbie because allegedly Barbie wasn't giving Gabby enough intercourse. But Gabby went and got with a woman with kids who's probably freaky. Who knows? But no, back to what Barbie said. Barbie said she was getting it 2, 3 times a day. A day? She must have meant a year. Because if you're getting it 2, 3 times a day, what more does she want out the girl? 2, 3 times a day? And that wasn't enough?
She needs to have attention. They need attention. There's no way you finna sit here and tell me that you was getting more sex over there than you was over here. That's insane. I can never believe it. But if that was the case, then hey, do you boo? And so, from that point, I was just like, okay, yeah, something. My feelings started to go somewhere else. So then there was one day, I had got off work. We was at the house. I'm sitting down.
Hold on, y'all. I'm a little bit confused. Is she saying that Keisha is the person with the kids? Is that what she's saying? But Keisha stayed with her. I'm confused. She was talking about Keisha, talking about some other coworkers, and then she jumped to Gabby cleaning out her car, and then back to the lady with kids.
Couch with my bathrobe on, playing the game. She's in the kitchen cooking or something like that. Her front door's open and she got a screen door. Screen door's closed, front door's open. Then this light-skinned nigga with some dreads, strong ass fucking face, walked through the door. Like, there was no knock, there was no anything like that. So I'm sitting there and I go to cover myself back up. I'm like, who the fuck is he? Who are you? He just look at me like, what's up? And keep walking past me, sitting in the living room to her in the kitchen. So now at this point, I'm sitting over here like, bruh, why in the fuck is this nigga so comfortable to just walk straight in your motherfucking house? I've never seen him before. The whole year before this very moment, when we was in an actual relationship, before all the bullshit, I never met this man before or heard about this person in my fucking life. So where the fuck did he come from? So from that point forward, bruh, I just disconnected 1,000%, right? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to ease my way off of this bitch. Now, at the same time, before I got back started fucking with her, and right before I got rid of the nigga that I was fucking with, that's when I seen my current girlfriend. And it was never on no, immediately, oh, I see you, you see me, we like each other, let's go. That's not what happened. We had a conversation. I let her know I had some shit going on, and I'm not trying to put nobody in no situation that ain't got nothing to do with them.
Okay.
So let's just be cool. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be cool. We can be friends and all that good old shit. Let me handle what I got over here with this nigga and this bitch. Let me get my situation taken care of, and then if that's what it's gonna be, then maybe we can proceed then. And that's exactly what happened. So if you want to use the word cheating, that's insane. So, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't talking to each other. Like, I wasn't sneaking around to go hang out with my girl. No, it was none of that. I was barely texting her phone back. And she will tell you that I was barely texting her back in the beginning because it was just like, bruh, I don't want nobody to do me like that. So why the fuck would I do somebody like that? I could not do that type of shit, right? So I started seeing her and this Keisha bitch started getting real close. You know what I'm saying? Instead of Keisha calling me.
I definitely understand where Barbie is coming from when she says she wouldn't want somebody to do her like that. But here's the thing. From what she just revealed, it sounds like it's one of those things, not right now, but I'll take you up on an offer later. And I feel like even that is too far. If you're dealing with somebody, let them go, be done with them, call it a day, hang it up, you know what I'm saying, and then move on. It's okay to tell somebody, hey, I'm in a relationship, or I'm in a situation, or I'm trying to figure myself out, or I'm in this little love triangle and I don't want to, do that. It's cool to say that. But to kind of give somebody hope and say, I wouldn't want nobody to do me like that, so I'm not going to do that. I'm in a situation right now, but after that's cleared up, then sure, you building your roster on the side. Y'all let me know if I'm thinking too far into it. Y'all let me know if what she did was appropriate. But in my opinion, I feel like that's still not cool. Even if she wasn't texting the girl back, it's still not cool to be like, I guess I see you. I see you, give me some time. Let me see what this do. If this ain't rocking, man, if this ain't talking about nothing, then I got you when you're in a relationship. Now, if you're just dating multiple people, but you don't want to have too many people you dating, cool. But to be dealing with somebody, which is the guy, right, at the time, and then trying to sort out your feelings with Gabby, might as well.
And telling me that she needed a ride and me calling my bitch to tell her to go pick her up and bring her to work, there was no more communication through me. The communication started straight through her and Keisha. Keisha would call her phone. They'll be calling each other. Fuck Veronica, you know what I'm saying? So, but also at this time, I'm plotting to get the fuck on. How I'm gonna do this, the easiest way possible, right? So, I don't know. A group of niggas that came into my gas station one fucking day, and I was already fed up because she did some stupid shit and it pissed me the fuck off. Oh, she kept lying about this whole cousin shit. The cousin that she was with when she cheated on me with the first bitch, she's back in town and now they back hanging out. Now, mind you, we had already had a conversation and I said, if we finna be back hanging around each other, I'm not finna be dealing with you hanging around her because I already know what that got you in the first time and God knows what it's gonna get you in the second time type shit. So we already had that conversation, but she was still making it her business to fucking be around this girl. So I'm sitting over here like, oh, okay, she don't give a fuck. So, okay, great. So I wanted to sit her ass down and let her know, like, I'm starting to feel smothered. Maybe I thought that this is what I wanted again, but I realized that this ain't it. I want space. I need time to clear my head and figure out what it is that I actually want for myself. And it ain't about you or nobody else but me. Nobody but me. And this is where she's going to start trying to play in, oh yeah, she cheated on me with this person, but how can I cheat on you when I sat you down and let you know what I was finna do? And if I ask you for space and I need to figure out what I need to figure out for myself and you don't want to accept those words, that's not on me, boo. That's on you. You heard the words, you just didn't want to fucking listen to them. You're fucking delusional. We all know that. Okay, great. So at this point, like I told y'all, like it's starting to get real hectic up there at the gas station with me and my employees because I'm a cool ass.
So it seemed like they delusional for each other. The girl was in the car with another woman and her kids sucking toes on Snapchat. Then was in the car with the girl and you like, tell me you don't want to be with me. She ain't saying nothing. But she also not telling the other girl like, gone, this ain't what you thought it was either. She just got you looking stupid. Then the other girl knew about you. The girl with the kids, she knew about you. So Gabby don't understand the words coming out of your mouth. And sis, honestly, you can't take a hint. You can't comprehend what's in front of you or what somebody's showing you. No loyalty.
You know what I'm saying? I always was, you know what I'm saying? So I had a lot of my employees thinking that we was more friends than coworkers or, manager to employee type shit. So they would feel like they could mind my business. Don't mind my business, bitch. My personal business ain't got nothing to do with you. Mind your fucking business. If it ain't got nothing to do with the high road, don't mind your fucking business. Mind it. So now at this point, everybody talking, right? Everybody talking. So she still couldn't get it. A week done passed. And I'm sitting here like, girl, I'm finna go home because you just don't understand. I'm asking you for space and all this other motherfucking shit. I'm telling you I don't want to be in this. I don't want to do this and this and this. And you will not leave me the fuck alone. So I said, fuck that shit. I'm finna go. I'm finna go home. I'm finna go to the house where I pay bills at. I'm tired of this shit because now at this point, it's no longer about wanting to get away. Now I'm irritated because you're not even listening to the fucking shit that I'm saying because you're just worried about yourself. Damn, that last part kind of made me a little upset. So I forgot where I left off, but so now, you know what I'm saying, shit's a little hectic up there at the store. Keisha and Gabby, they communicating with each other behind my back. They think I don't know, but I'm not as slow as everybody assumes that I am, you fucking bitch. So around this time, now we're back in the we're around May. Now, right, May is where her birthday comes in. Her birthday is in May. It's the same weekend as Mother's Day weekend. So when I first met her, the May before that, when we first started fucking with each other, it was 2 weeks before her birthday, and she specifically came out and let me know, like, my birthday is coming up, but Mother's Day is also coming up, and I don't want it to be celebrated together. I want you to celebrate me for Mother's Day, and then I want you to celebrate me for my birthday. And I made sure that I did that 2 weeks into hanging around this stupid bitch. But I still did that. Okay, cool. But when my birthday came around that year, and when November came around, which is the month that my mom and my grandma passed away, and then December, 2 weeks after my mom and my grandma passed away, that's my birthday. But when those times came around for me, guess what you was doing? You was laid up with a bitch. So when it came around again this year, when we was back being cool, I had specifically, I went ahead and let her know, like, bruh, I know it's your birthday coming up, but I still feel the way I feel about my birthday. You didn't do shit for me. Look at what you was doing on my birthday. So I'm not getting you shit. So now at this point, she had already, planned a trip with her mom for like some type of family reunion or some shit like that, and a Mother's Day something her family was having in Chicago. So yeah, I went ahead and I done agreed to go ahead and go out of town with this bitch to Chicago with her family. So I'm like, okay, great. So me and her, we ride in the car, her mama drive, and you know what I'm saying, we all down there and we all sitting at the function. We was down there for like 2 or 3 days, I'm not really sure. But as we down there, you know what I'm saying, she wants to show me off to all her family members, got me laughing and smiling at everybody's face, everybody laughing and smiling at my face, and mama wants to sit here and take pictures with me like we just all cool and shit. And in the midst of me sitting out here in Chicago with this bitch, it clicked. I said, and I still got the picture of me and her mama sitting on the porch at the function, I think I would have to find it. At the function. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, y'all just let this girl do whatever she wants, whatever it is that she wants to do. There is no repercussions behind it. Y'all laughing and smiling up in my face. If she leave if she leave right now and come back with a whole bitch, y'all gonna be laughing and smiling at her face too. Y'all can't be trusted.
Why do people think that other folks' family is loyal to them? It gotta be like that special type of family or that special type of family member to really just sit down and be like, yo, you know what? I like you. So I ain't gonna let nobody else come in here and claim your title or take your position unless your relationship is officially done. You think these people care? Gabby probably bring a new girl every year. Their job is to make you comfortable. You should never be in a situation where someone's family is just treating you wrong, treating you like an outcast. You should have felt comfortable. You should have felt loved. You should have felt wanted. Hell, you was invited. You know what I'm saying? As long as you wasn't uncomfortable, that's all that family owes you. Because Gabby can come with you Monday and with somebody else Tuesday. And that person should feel just as comfortable as you felt. Because that's their only job. It's not to be loyal to you. It's just to be respectful towards you and not make you uncomfortable. You're a guest. Child, if you don't learn something, you're going to learn today.
I said, I cannot trust these people.
You can't.
That's what I'm sitting here telling myself in my head. Now, mind you, the same day of the function, she sat there and she got shit-faced drunk. She got drunk as hell. I don't know if the bitch was fighting demons out there or whatever else. She was too comfortable. She was back by her family. I don't know what it was, but she got shit-faced drunk that day, so we ended up having to leave the function early and drive her back to the hotel. Drove back to the hotel. She drunk as hell. Blah, 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 blah. The next, she in the bed all night. I'm nursing her back to health because she's drunk. When we get back to Clarksville, maybe 2 days after that, I sit her down and I was like, you know what I'm saying? I understand I just took this trip with you. Now, mind you, on this trip, there was no no, we didn't do any of that. There was none of that going on because she was too wrapped up behind her family and grandmas and all the other shit. So we wasn't spending that time together to where we was, you know, hunching. So that was not happening on this trip. You know what I'm saying? Because a few weeks after this, we wasn't really doing anything sexual, only off of the fact that I already felt like it was some bullshit going on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a fan of knowing that there's some bullshit going on and still, you know what I'm saying? That's not really my thing. You know what I'm saying? This is probably the second time I done, but we'll get there on another day. So
you done what?
We get back to Clarksville, I sit her down, you know what I'm saying? I let her know, like, in her kitchen, I'm like, bruh, I'm not there no more. You know what I'm saying? That bit of delusion that I was in, I'm out of it now. You know what I'm saying? I done came to my senses. This ain't where I want to be. I'm getting my stuff. I'm going home. I'll see you around. I wish you nothing but the best, but I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? So she was not able to understand the words that I was fucking saying. So now at this point, she calling Keisha. You know what I'm saying? She telling Keisha, I think this is what's going on. I think this is what's going on. Now, mind you, I still work at the fucking gas station. So with me going to work still every day, like everything is fucking fine. Oh, okay. Boom, 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 boom. So there was a situation to where I think she came up to the gas station, just asked me if we could talk. I said, sure. And it's probably like a couple days after I told her I was fucking leaving and I went home. We pulled up so we can talk. I got in the car. She's parked in front of the gas station. And as we're sitting in the car parked, my current girlfriend, she's standing over here on the side, you know what I'm saying, on her lunch break. So Gabby sees her and she immediately is like, oh, do you know her? I was like, I do. She was like, oh, yeah, she a stud. I said, no, the fuck, she's not no stud. Well, how you know that? I said, because I already asked her was she a stud. She said no. Well, when did she ask you that? I'm like, well, it doesn't really matter. When me and you weren't communicating, she asked me for my number and I gave it to her. But we haven't really talked to each other. Pissed her off. The bitch sat there in the fucking in the car, started crying. What the fuck are you crying for? So now, mind you, it's fucking summertime. So after this situation, I get out the car. She got a fucking attitude. She went home. She texted my phone fucking paragraphs. Blah, 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 blah. So a couple days go by and I'm getting off work. I don't know what I was doing. I was leaving work early a lot sometimes. But anyways, neither here nor there. I don't work there anymore. Fuck y'all. So I get off work. I'm walking home. Like I said, the gas station's here. I got to walk up this side street right here, then walk up the main street right here, which is the street. Gas station's here. I got to walk up the side street over here. You know what I'm saying? And then walk on the main street past Gabby's house to get to my house. You know what I'm saying? So I have to pass her house. So as I'm walking off the parking lot, my current girlfriend, I don't know if she was pulling off. She was doing something. But either way, she asked me if I wanted to ride, and I said yes. It was hot as fuck outside. These wigs be sweating off. Do y'all not understand? Like, bruh, if someone offered me a fucking ride, I can say yes or no. That's my decision. You can't tell me what to do. I'm grown. So
You gonna take that ride?
as I get in the car with my current girlfriend, and we ride past Gabby's house. It's her standing outside. It's her mama standing outside. Everybody just standing outside watching us drive by. Now, me personally, did I feel some type of way about that? Absolutely not, because you know why? I am not with you. I'm single. I made it clear that I didn't want to be with you. You just didn't want to understand what the words that was coming out of my fucking mouth. That's not my problem. That is yours.
All right, we get that part.
So we pull up to the house. I go upstairs. We was finna, smoke and take a couple shots or whatever the case may be. Now, mind you, no. Me and this lady has never hung out with each other before. She's never been to my house. She never knew where I lived before that day. None of that had ever taken place. The only thing that this lady knew about me was that I worked up here at the gas station and I was cute. That's it. And I had a smart mouth too. But she got one too. So that's the only thing she knew about me up until that day. So we pull up to the house. I go upstairs to go put my bag and shit down. And my sister's in the house. My girl, she's standing at the door. She in the door. But then next thing you know, not even 5 minutes after we get in the fucking house, bro, all you hear is somebody banging on my fucking door. It's this Gabby bitch banging on my door with a gun.
With a gun?
Excuse you? So now my sister like, who is this? Babe, she like, I got this, because I'm sure I already know who it is. And me, I'm like, no, you get the fuck out the way. I got this. I'm not scared of this. I'm not scared of this fucking girl. So by the time we make it down the fucking 14 steps I got in my house, by the time we make it down the fucking steps, the bitch done made it all the way back to her car. She's sitting in her fucking car with the windows rolled up.
Just weird.
So I'm looking like, girl, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, if you don't get your bitch ass away from over here, why you at my house? Why? So she finally fucking pulls off. She texts my phone. Mama was outside waiting to see you. This. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Oh, that's why you didn't want me to come get you from work today? Because you had somebody else coming to get you from work today? Girl, I can have anybody I please come get me from work. What you're really mad about is because she is who she is. And you could never be the type of woman that she is. That's what you're mad for. That's what you're mad for. So now at this point, Gabby done called Keisha and told Keisha that she seen me with another bitch in my house. So now Keisha's on her way to Gabby's house. Keisha done spent the night at Gabby's house, right? So now it's Keisha, Gabby, the young Anaya bitch employee that I have, and the fat black gay boy friend that I had. They all at Gabby house talking about V. Oh, Veronica done did this. You doing wrong. Keisha's like, you didn't have to do her like that. You doing that girl wrong, blah, 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 blah. But the whole time, me and Keisha was friends, right? So as us being friends, I'm sitting here venting to you about certain things in my relationship. You take those things and you tell this bitch I said something, well, the complete opposite than what I fucking said. And you telling me to leave the bitch.
So the gas station friends done got, her name is Veronica. I be calling her Barbie because her name is the real Cash Barbie. But they got Barbie, Veronica, whatever, all her information. They know her side of the story. They know all the tea from her end. But at some point they befriended Gabby. And so now they're all at Gabby house yip yapping about Veronica finally kind of moving on to somebody else. But does anybody know the details of what Gabby been doing?
Damn, that last part kind of made me a little. I done blocked Gabby for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I done blocked her. Stop calling my phone. So, you know, the no caller IDs come up. The new text now numbers, they coming up. You know what I'm saying? All the while still, y'all, I work at this gas station. Now, Keisha works at my gas station as well. When this shit was first going down, I tried to fire her. But for me being a manager and me being her being an employee, there are certain ways you have to go about it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just fire somebody. Right? So
now you can't be getting in your feelings because she in your business and want to fire her from the job now. If she coming to work and she doing the job, you can't just wrongfully fire her. She should have sued your ass for that.
Bitch, come back. Now, mind you, at this point, it's in the midst of, now I'm not worried about Gabby or anything that they got going on. I'm focusing on getting to know my new boo. You know what I'm saying? And I'm also going to do a story time on when the first day that me and her actually had a conversation, what was said, me and my boo, and what was said, and how did I even know I was interested? I ain't gonna lie, I knew I was interested in her when I first seen her, but again, I'm a faithful, loyal female, so why would I fucking talk to somebody if I know I already got some other shit going on? I ain't never been that type of girl, and anybody can contest to that, so now at this point, it's like a week to where I tried to fire Keisha. Keisha called my boss. My boss made me hire her back, and now she's back working at the gas station. So me already knowing there's some weird shit going on now. I got Keisha, I got Anaya. I want to say Fat Boy had already got fired because he did some dumb shit. And then I still had this white girl. Now currently that white girl, she lived in the same neighborhood across the street from me. Right? And I had another employee named Julius. He a little young 19-year-old. He was 18 at the time, but young 19-year-old. And the white girl, the 19-year-old was Julius, the little boy. And then the white girl, she was like 27, 28, something year old. And they were dating. So he was always across the street at her house, right across the street from me, right? So, I mean, there were some times they would hit us up. Well, when I was with Gabby, they would hit us up to get some, you know what, and, you know, she would go ahead and get that, and then maybe we'll smoke together, maybe we won't. There was, I think my birthday had came up, something happened, something came up, I don't know what happened, but, they bought me a bottle, you know what I'm saying? It was that type of shit. So certain people, they take that as, oh, well, we friends. No, honey, we're not friends. We just cool. I know you because you're my employee at the store and you live down the street from me. That's cool, but we don't hang out every day. We don't talk about personal business, so that does not make us friends in my eyes. So Everybody's still working up there at the gas station. So now that, mind you, in the midst of all of this bullshit is going on, I'm the manager, so y'all can come to work and y'all, I'm not, we're not cool no more because the shit y'all on, I'm not on. Y'all weird, you know what I'm saying? So then it got to a point to where, the white bitch and Julius, they started, the white girl name is Sydney. She's a skinny white bitch. She on little druggy. But, get out. I'm flying here. Got to a point to where me and April wasn't really talking like that for real, you know what I'm saying? This is after she dropped me off home, and we was, you know, now I'm starting to text her back and we communicating, and again, still nothing sexual is going on, no kissing, no, you know what, none of that's happened yet, you know? So now Sydney's texting my phone. She's taking pictures of my new bitch when she see her out in public doing this and that, sending it to me, trying to be messy, like, oh, this your new girl, but she doing this, she with this person, she doing that, blah 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 blah. That's not your place. As my employee, mind your business. If you sit back and you see some shit, cool, let it happen. I'll find out when I find out, but don't mind my business. 1, 2.
I keep hearing her say, mind your business, mind your business, mind your business. But how much of your business did you tell these people from jump for them to even feel comfortable to come at you with anything? If there's one thing I can't stand is when someone gives their business or gives a piece of their business and then just expect for you to magically not keep the mess going. Because if we at work and we work at a gas station, if we ain't talking about gas, cigarettes, snacks, or whatever the hell you sell in this convenience store, what the hell are we talking about? Why are we talking about anything other than work? So now you done mix work with your personal life, and then you have that one messy coworker that's like, oh, look at this, or oh, look at that, or oh, you said this, or oh, you said that, and you want to shut it down. Now, if they're overstepping boundaries and you never once put them in your business, you have every right to feel the way you feel. But you can't start with the mess and then be like, oh, no, we ain't gonna talk about that. No, I don't want to talk about that. It's like, well, why did you even start talking to me about it in the first place? Y'all got to learn how to keep your mouth closed about everything, especially your relationship. You can't come in one day talking all this mess and expect for it to all just go away. At this point, these people think that y'all are friends. They telling their business, you telling yours. Now you want to act funny. Now you in your feelings about some stuff and you want to act funny. That is not how that goes.
You are going to mind my business, do it the right way. That's not how you go about it. Right? So now I got Sydney blowing my phone up with shit. I got Julius texting my phone with shit. I got Gabby still anonymously texting my motherfucking phone, right? Okay, boom. So then after a while, you know, after a week, Keisha, she's still getting dropped off to work, you know what I'm saying? She's trying to smooth talk her way back into being cool with me after what she already did. I was like, okay, yeah, no, not happening. So I finally figured out, I guess now her and Gabby are starting to, you know what I'm saying? So Gabby put a bug in her ear and she was like, well, you know that if you go ahead and quit, she have to cover them shifts and she can't find nobody to cover them. And that's exactly what Keisha did. She quit before I fired her. Right? She just never showed up. You know what I'm saying? She just never came to work. No call, no show, you're fired. Gotta go. We ain't taking no second chances. Bye-bye. So, and then later on, I found out that the reason why she did that was because Gabby told her to. Okay, so, boom. Everything's great now. At this point, Gabby's still riding up and down my motherfucking street. Me and Babe, we sitting on the porch smoking. Ain't nobody, no one's pressed about this. You know what I'm saying? I told you I didn't want to be around you or deal with the bullshit no more, and you're the one who can't accept it. That's not my problem. It's yours. So I'm going to keep living my life. So we're trying to, you know what I'm saying? There was one night where me and my girl was over here. We was chilling. We went to the store, went to the gas station. I stayed in the fucking car because I don't have time for the bullshit. And again, I still work there, so I can't be getting caught on camera and they're fighting, arguing, or doing none of that extra shit in the store. I'm gonna lose my job. You know what I'm saying? So I stayed in the car. She went inside to go get whatever it was that she was getting for us. And in the meantime, I'm on the phone. Me and her, we on the phone, right? But Keisha's working that night. So Keisha's behind the counter, and guess what? Soon as April walks in the door, guess who's there now standing in the gas station with her through her whole shift? Gabby. Gabby's in the gas station with her ass. So now she got Keisha there, so she done, you know, amped herself up enough to want to go ahead and say something to my girl. That was the worst mistake you could have ever made. So April was just like, you know, don't say nothing to me. Talk to V. Talk to Veronica. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with me. Whatever y'all got going on ain't got nothing to do with me. Talk to your bitch. She want to get loud and act like she tough, blah, 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 blah. It was a bunch of shit. So April walks outside to get in the motherfucking car. We go to fucking pull off. And next thing you know, this bitch is in the car behind us trying to damn near run us off the fucking road. following us up and down the street, hollering about she gonna go get her gun, she gonna go do this, she gonna go do that. Now, mind y'all, I have everything on camera. And I still have the videos. Because I had to call the police. This girl was outside my fucking house like every day for like a week. Then on top of that, when I finally let Keisha go, when she finally quit from the gas station, then it's if they not coming to my house and knocking on my door looking for me, they coming to my store up there looking for me. Well, you need to come outside and talk to me, bitch. I don't gotta come outside and do nothing. Didn't nobody want to talk to me when y'all was doing the bullshit y'all was doing? I don't got shit to say. So then it turned into like a whole...
They all just childish.
Now,
that's what it is.
Sitting outside smoking one day or some shit, and I have a miniature poodle. Now I have 2 dogs, but before I got the second dog, I got a miniature poodle, a black poodle, and he runs around the fucking neighborhood. So some way, somehow, this little nigga done ended up running all the way from my house to Gabby's house, right? And we didn't pay no attention to it. I don't know what we was doing, but so I ended up getting a text from a random number like, your dog over here. How the fuck did he get all the way over there? He don't even cross streets like that. He's little as fuck. Man, 7.5 pounds. He might be fast, but he don't cross main roads like that. Right? Okay, so I turned to my boo. I'm like, bruh, I'm finna go get my dog because I don't know what they on, and if anything happens to my dog, I will lose my mind. I've had that man for a long time. I'm not going for none of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I went and got my... April's like, go ahead and drive my car, because remember I told y'all I wasn't driving yet. I didn't have a car when me and April first met. So I drove her car over to Gabby's house to grab my motherfucking dog, and as I pull up, guess who's all standing out there on the fucking...
All right, so reading the comments, we have to skip along to part 10. We have to go from part 8 to part 10, and then from part 10 back to part 9, which is right here on the screen, because Veronica says she mixed it up when she uploaded it. So let's get to part 10 and see who was in front of that house.
But y'all know the routine. Y'all know the routine. Hold on one second. Oh. Whew. Like somebody smacked me. Okay. Sorry. So back to the story. So as I'm pulling up in my girl's car to Gabby's house to go get my dog that has somehow wandered all the way the fuck over there. It's Gabby standing outside holding my motherfucking dog. There's Keisha standing outside. There's Anaya, the little young bitch, standing outside. And then there's another one of my employees that was outside, but she was just pulling up to get some you-know-what. So I'm not saying her name just because I don't have no issue with her, and she didn't do shit to me. Fuck them hoes. Even though she did end up getting my fucking shoes at the end of the bullshit, and I didn't find out till a couple months ago. We'll talk about that another time. And she never fucking told me about it. I don't talk to her ass no more, but she ain't did shit to me besides that. I mean, hey, somebody give you something for free, I would take it too, depending on what it is. Okay. So we'll pull up. I'm like, where my dog at? So as I'm pulling in and I'm parking to go ahead and get out the car and get my fucking dog, you see Gabby put my dog down and he runs back inside. I'm like, bro, go get my fucking dog. So as that's happening, you see Anaya running in the house as well, right? So now it's just Gabby and Keisha standing on the porch, and Naya's finna bring her dog, and Naya's finna bring her dog. Why the fuck why is she even here? So I'm like, all right. So we going back and forth, and then at this very moment is when it was confirmed that her and Keisha started or had no one. They didn't say when they did it for the first time, how long they did it, how many times they did it. They didn't tell me any of that. But that's when they both confirmed to me to my face that they were. Now, mind you, me and April, this is only like our second or third time hanging out, and it still ain't on no kissing, fucking, none of that. You know what I'm saying? We chilling. We getting to know each other as friends before anything else, right? So now they have confirmed that they have, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, okay, cool. And then now at this point, it's just like, so now everything makes sense, because just a few weeks before all the shit went down, when I had already suspected something was going on, when me and Keisha became cool, I introduced her to Gabby, and we was hanging out, everything was cool like that. Then she started hanging out with us as a couple, so we all was in a group chat, right? Gabby is a real jealous person, so she feels like if someone is talking to you, they need to be talking to her too. And if they're not talking to her too, and I'm not talking about like no relationship type of stuff, I'm just talking about strictly straight communication. That goes for someone talking to you at Walmart that knows you, someone talking to you on Facebook that knows you, whatever the case may be. If they're not talking to you and her, it's an issue. She was that type of girl. So I put us all in a group chat. We texted in a group chat with each other for about a week or so, and the next thing you know, messages in the group chat between Gabby and Keisha stopped. So one day she was upstairs in the shower, and instead of sitting her phone face down, she set her phone up. But mind you, she has a privacy screen. But I was in the bathroom while she was in the shower. Phone face up, right? She gets a notification, a message. Guess who it's from? Keisha. But not in our group chat. So now y'all done exited the group chat and y'all texting each other on y'all own. So now you calling her and picking her up and dropping her off to work and all this good old shit. But when Keisha tells her side of the story, Gabby wasn't the one picking me up and dropping me off. Okay, so if she wasn't the one picking you up and dropping you off, why when I see you walking across my parking lot, not even 2 seconds later, I see her pulling off from the Dunkin' Donuts, going back towards home? Or why when I see you walking from the Wyatt Johnson area, coming from this way, why the fuck do I see her car pulling off from that same exact direction, going the exact same way? You think I'm slow, don't you? And ain't. I might have done some slow things throughout this whole situation. Absolutely. We all have. But I ain't slow. Like once things start making sense to me, I'm not slow to it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the term people use, I don't fucking know. I don't know. And sometimes things don't come out of my mouth the right way. It is what it is. Okay, so just go ahead and let me go ahead and tell y'all that. So I get back to the fucking house, you know what I'm saying? And now they done painted the narrative of they only did what they did with each other because I was doing what I was doing with April. And so I'm standing there and I'm like, bruh. So again, now she's texting me from different text apps. She's pulling up at my job while Keisha in her house sleep, trying to talk to me before, you know what I'm saying? All types of weird shit. Bitch, I don't want to talk to you. If I see you, I told you. If I see y'all, all I'm going to do is smack the shit out of both of y'all. That's it. I don't want to fight. We all know y'all not going to fight because y'all scary. That's why you walking around with that you know what.
So does Keisha even count as one of the women? Because I thought that the other woman was the toes she was sucking. Like, because if Keisha is the one woman that the ex cheated with, she technically didn't cheat with her. Because I might be missing something. I don't know. The first part of this, I was following pretty well. She goes back and forth too much for me. I don't really know when they in a relationship or when they broken up. And you found out about them messing around, Keisha and Gabby messing around. But at this point, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, I probably missed something. Something probably went over my head. But if they were messing around when Veronica was with her new boo, why you in the bathroom while Gabby in the shower? I don't know. I'm gonna try to pay attention. I'm gonna try to get it right.
I'm thinking that you scared somebody. I'm not scared of that. Never have been. Have I been shot before? Absolutely not. Do I want to get shot? Hell no. But am I scared? Absolutely not. Because if you're going to use that bitch, use it, honey. Ain't no point of waving that motherfucker around for nothing. Fuck that. So now she's still pulling up back and forth to my house. Keisha texting my phone. Bullshit. Gabby texting my phone. Bullshit. I'm like, okay. And then Kentrell comes into play because, like, the second time me and April hung out, he FaceTimed me. I answered the phone. Me and April was sitting upstairs on my bed smoking. That FaceTime call got back to Gabby and Keisha, and the story came out that, oh, yeah, she was cheating on you with April because I was on FaceTime with her, and April was laying in her bed in underwear, in boxers and a tank top. Where the fuck did y'all get this story from? I ain't even seen that lady naked at this point. Because y'all won't leave me the fuck alone. If it ain't y'all harassing me up there, y'all knocking on my motherfucking door. Pulling up to my motherfucking house. Blowing up my motherfucking phone. Y'all ain't giving me no time to get the coochie. And that, I think that's what was pissing me off even a little more, because it's just like, bruh. Y'all ain't even let me do nothing. At this point, y'all ain't, what the fuck? So I'm like, okay, cool. So popos. I hope y'all ain't looking for me. Anyways, I'm just gonna continue to tell the story. No, y'all, for real.
Girl.
Came back to the house with my dog, with my bitch, you know? So get out of here, please. So, shit happens, things go down, all this good old shit, and everybody ends up getting fired from my gas station, except for Anaya, the young bitch, right? So me and her ended up having words back and forth about the situation because I felt that she was messy. Bitch, you know what the fuck was going on the entire time, so why are you being messy? 1, 2, mind your fucking business. If you cool with a couple, if you cool with two people that are together and they break up, what you don't do is pick sides, honey. If you can go check on this person, you check on this person too. Who gives a fuck who did anything wrong? That's not how it works.
I agree.
But they decided they wanted to pick sides, right? Because one, I'm not finna let a bunch of 19, 18-year-olds come chill up in my house smoking and drinking. That's not what I don't condone that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's what Gabby was doing over there. You know what I'm saying? So they would all link up at Gabby's house because they know that they can smoke because they can't do it at their mama's house because that's where y'all live with y'all mamas. And they know that ain't nobody in y'all household finna be buying y'all no liquor knowing good and god doggone well y'all ain't old enough to be drinking. So now it's just me and Anaya, and I got some new employees at my store, right? Cool. So it was like a couple weeks went by when me and Anaya just wasn't cool like that for real. But then there was a couple weeks where we had started getting back cool, right? Then she proceeds to start telling me a story about how she stopped hanging around Gabby and Keisha together because they was just all lovey-dovey on each other, all this other shit. And then one day when Keisha was somewhere, before she got to the house, Anaya made it to Gabby's house before Keisha did, and Gabby tried to make a move on Anaya. And Anaya did not like that because she doesn't like girls. The bitch is a virgin.
The young girl.
Anaya didn't like that, so Anaya tried to tell Keisha about it, and Keisha didn't want to hear it, like she was lying about it. We back, but y'all know. Sorry, my babe was calling me. I had to answer. Shit for her for hers. I'll take the trip with you, but I'm not paying for nothing. I'm not buying you nothing, all of that. So a couple days before we ended up going on this trip, I think I still have the video in my phone. If I can find it. And this is the thing that this is the first red flag I should have done something. It was a bunch. Sorry, my babe was calling me. I had to answer that. But I think I left off on the part where Naya told me that Gabby tried to make a move on her when Keisha wasn't around. Naya tried to tell Keisha about it, and Keisha wasn't trying to hear it. Like, bro, she wouldn't do that, blah, 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 blah. Bro, are you slow? What do you mean she wouldn't do that? And this is the thing that this is the first red flag I should have known something. It was a bunch of bullshit going on. Because remember, y'all, in a couple parts before this right now, I told y'all her birthday had come around after we got back together. We took that trip to Chicago, and I let her know that because she didn't do shit for me for my birthday, I wasn't doing shit for her for hers. I'll take the trip with you, but I'm not paying for nothing. I'm not buying you nothing, all of that. So a couple days before we ended up going on this trip, I think I still have the video in my phone. If I can find it, I might post it. I'm not sure, but I just want y'all to know that I still have these fucking receipts. For anybody who wants to get up here and try to act like what I'm saying ain't the truth, bitch, I still got the receipts. Keisha took it upon herself to go out before coming to work and buying Gabby cupcakes, a card, a couple other things she got her for her birthday, and some balloons, and presented it to her in my gas station, singing happy birthday to her. Because I told Keisha that I didn't have no money to buy her nothing for her birthday. The whole time that was not the case. I just wasn't trying to tell her all my business. I said that because I wanted everybody around us to know that I wasn't going to buy her shit. So if you want to take it upon yourself to go buy her something, that's on you. Now, mind you, not no one time did anything that she bought for Gabby for her birthday did she present it as, oh, this is from Veronica. You know what I'm saying? No. She let it be known that this is from Keisha. I just wanted to tell you happy birthday. I appreciate your friendship. This, that. Okay. So, yeah, that was the first red flag. I should have known then. Right. It's cool, though. But, I forgot what the fuck we was. So now me and Anaya cool.
Girl, me too.
She's starting to fucking die down. And I'm like, okay, cool. Now, mind you, the bitch is still losing her fucking mind because she's still texting and calling my phone. Now, mind y'all, also, I'm still working at this gas station. So even though I am no longer involved like that with Gabby, These motherfucking niggas still bring their ass up to my gas station every day and talk about her business. Oh, you used to fuck with Gabby. Oh yeah, well she did this to me. We did that. Oh, you was the girl that. Oh damn. So I'm the type of person that you ain't finna do that to me. Damn what? What you need to say, honey? I'm listening. And if you don't tell me, I'm finna curse you the fuck out. And I'm finna put you on my store and you're not coming back in here. I can guarantee you. Motherfuckers is spilling the tea. So I'm getting all types of information, bro. I'm getting all types of information from everybody in this motherfucking neighborhood. I said, bro, this shit's insane. Now, mind you, whoo, thank God. I am the type of person that will get tested in between relations. If I'm going to, you know, if we're about to get intimate, you know what I'm saying, and I know that I've already been intimate with at least one person or two people before you, I always make sure to go get tested to make sure that I'm clean. Because one thing I'm not finna do is be sitting out here infected and infecting other people without letting them know that you're infected, and now they have to live with that for the rest of their fucking life. I don't get down that way, right? So we're gonna get tested. And if I ask you to your face, do you want to go get tested together, and you act like it's an issue, just know we will never be going there. Honey, matter of fact, you probably won't ever even be cool because you probably know you got something and you don't want nobody else to know. Oh, you're done. Have a great day. You're done. Okay? Gabby and her sister was one of those type of girls. Her sister works at a hospital, I think. I don't know if she still works there or not, but fuck that hoe too. So when I tell you, there was like two peas in the pod when it came to medicine, prescriptions, this, and that. That also was another red flag. I should have known that. Bitch, you always got something going on. And I was confused, but again, I was in a delusion. Let's not forget that part. I'll be sitting there thinking like, bro, how can you be having all these problems with your area down there, and we sleep together damn near every night, multiple times a day, and I don't have these same issues going on down here with my area. But let's think. I'm only out here giving my coochie to one person. That one person is out here giving her coochie to everybody and their mama. If you are a woman that loves women, y'all know how intimacy can be. You know what I'm saying? It's not always somebody eating this person, somebody eating that person, somebody strapping that person, somebody. It's different ways to have sexual relations when you being with a woman. And that's the most beautiful part. I'm over here reminiscing right now. God damn. I miss you, boo. I can't wait to see you. Just had to say that. So that was another red flag. I should have known. You know what I'm saying? But when anything is going on, she calls her sister. You on Google trying to Google symptoms. Hold on, what the fuck is you Googling it? You know what I'm saying? But again, these type of things, I didn't put two and two together up until after everything happened. Once I snapped out of the bullshit, that's when everything started to clicking in my head. And I'm just like, I mean, I guess that does make sense. And Gabby's the type of person that'll be out here doing some fuck shit and then try to figure out some type of way to make it seem like you're the one out here doing the fuck shit. Right? Because when I was with old boy, before getting back with her, after we got together, she had something. Whatever it was, it can only be, the way it was explained to me at the doctor's is that it can only be given to you to a female from a man, right? But because I had just got out of a relationship with a dude, she gaslighted me into thinking that it was me that had whatever this was that was going on, right? So what we do, we take a trip to the motherfucking hospital. To the doctor's office, right? Mind you, I was clean. You had already been to the doctor's office before that, and had already gotten whatever it was that you needed to clear up your little situation. And you were still taking them at that very moment. But now I'm at the doctor's because you sitting here trying to tell me that it's me. Well, bitch, if it's me, we finna go get this shit figured out right now, and I'm finna have to beat somebody's ass because who the fuck, right? Never was me, bro. It was her the whole fucking time.
I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm not surprised.
So
Nothing she's
I don't
saying
know if
is
y'all
is
can do
a
math,
surprise.
add the numbers up, anything like that. I can't even say I've exaggerated anything, because the number of females I had was incorrect. And the number of men that I had is incorrect.
Okay.
Between the inboxes that I've recently received since posting these videos, and the receipts that I've received, and the dates and the times, I was wrong. Them numbers are way up there, boo.
So what's the new
There's at least
numbers?
3 other females in my inbox right now telling me that they were talking to that girl at the same fucking time I was. Same time. 2 niggas is in my inbox right now. Same shit. You telling a nigga how cute he is. You sending them pictures of your body parts.
Not how cute
Why
he
are you
is.
doing that?
She slid in his DMs.
And so now these next few videos that I'm gonna make is sort of gonna be more of an introduction to me and my current girlfriend's relationship now, how we met, how we got to where we are, and everything moving forward. You know what I'm saying? If y'all would like to see that, I would hope that y'all would tune in. I'd appreciate that a lot. And y'all think I'm funny. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. My girl's hilarious, bro. That's all we do is laugh. But so this next part, this Gabby part is pretty much over with. Like, I mean, I might bring her up again in the next couple of parts, but it's not gonna be no major Gabby hate train on this, because I don't, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to keep talking about this girl. I said what I needed to say, and I appreciate everybody who's coming out and telling their stories as well. And even if you don't want to tell your story, boo, DM me. I got you. Anybody out there who's scared to tell a story, I don't give a fuck what type of story it is. You inbox that motherfucker to me, and I promise to God, your story will be heard.
So you just a storyteller. You just want to tell everybody's story. You want to tell somebody's story that got something to do with Gabby. You just want to tell any random old story, huh? That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, we're going to go ahead and skip along.
Hey guys. So, we are back with the final part about Miss Gabby.
This does not sound too good, and I don't want you guys to have to deal with what it sounds like. So I am going to watch this last segment. Somebody in the comments said, girl, what you got us in the microwave? It sounds horrible. I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna sum it up for y'all and let y'all know pretty much what has happened. All right, y'all. So it really wasn't much to it. On that last part, I kind of skipped around a little bit. Long story short, she talked about how Keisha and Gabby always wanted to do something for her attention, for Veronica's attention, and she was pretty much over them. She also mentions for a slight second that for the first time being with the stud, a stud asked her to penetrate her, to strap her. So she said that was a red flag. She should have known then, and she never had anyone ask her that before, and it was weird and all that stuff. Not really too much of nothing, but if y'all want to check out that last part in its entirety, go ahead and check on the TikTok. It will be linked down in the comment section. It did sound like we were in some type of microwave or something. I don't know if her air condition was right behind or a fan. It was just really crazy. I didn't want y'all to have to sit through that here on this video, but if you're really interested in what she said and want to see how she wrapped the whole thing up, y'all can go ahead and check that out on her TikTok. All right, so look, if you like videos from me and you want to see more is to come. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, because right now King Day is out. Peace. The motherfucking building.
Run it up for sure. JBRISKO, not know when it's up. Run that shit, we had all the show. Say that shit for your camera.